Good afternoon to all my females and fellow YouTube subscribers and soon to be subscribers. And if you're not, like and subscribe and share this YouTube video. Now, I'm doing this video speaking to you guys about depression and anxiety. Okay? Depression and anxiety, which is something that I want to make y'all understand that everybody is dealing with some kind of depression and may have some kind of anxiety going on. You know what I mean? You are not alone. That's what I really want to make clear after you listen to this whole video, is the fact that you are not alone. You know what I mean? Like when I used to go through depression and anxiety, I used to just feel like, is it just me? You know what I mean? Like, why do I feel like shit? You know what I mean? Like, and I really had to figure it out, and it ended up all boiling down to self-love. You know, because see, a lot of people, they get medicated. And that's not my way of handling it. But you know what I mean? There's a lot of people, a lot of Americans all over the world that take medication for it, and they feel great, and it helps them. You know what I mean? And which is a great thing to do if it works for you. But for me, I suffer from ADHD. This is a true story. Okay? I suffer from ADHD. And I didn't know when I was a young kid that I had ADHD. I didn't know I had ADHD. I just knew that something was wrong with me. Something was not what they call normal. You know what I mean? Like I would wake up every morning. I'm always happy. I'm full of life. And I didn't grow up, in a family where we came from money. Okay? I came from the ghetto, from the hood, and I made it to a wonderful place in life. But when I grew up, I didn't come from money, man. So, under the circumstances that I grew up in, a lot of young people wouldn't have made it or been able to handle being depressed and anxiety and all of that shit like that. You know what I mean? Back then, we didn't even know. I didn't even know, like I said, I didn't know I had ADHD because they didn't have names. When I grew up, I'm from the, I was born in the 80s, but the 90s was my era. They didn't have a name. Like if a kid like me, I used to be just spinning in circles, just spinning in motherfucking circles. They didn't say shit. Like, hey, look, he's ADHD. It's like they didn't even know. Nor did I until I got older. But what I realized is that me being autistic that way, I ended up being very intelligent, very smart. You know what I'm saying? And because I've always did comedy, film, movies. Even as a kid, one time I dressed up as a superhero called Bread Man. Like my mother, I was 9 years old coming down the steps with my head and face with tape all around it, covered in bread. Now, can you imagine that? Your kid come downstairs with bread all over his fucking face, and you ask him, hey, what the hell is going on with you? And he says, well, Mom, I'm a superhero. What? Yeah, I'm a superhero, and my name is Bread Man. That was me as a kid. But I didn't know that I had ADHD, and I didn't know that I was a comedian, that I was an actor. These things that I've gone on and ended up doing as an adult. You know what I'm saying? But now my ADHD, I still like knowing what it is now that they ended up giving a name, and now that I'm older, let me tell you what I did this morning. This is to let you know I still have the ADHD running through my veins like a motherfucker. So if you have depression, if you have anxiety, OCD, whatever, self-love is the number one thing for me. Whether if you can have your medication, you know what I mean? You can just be high off life. Some people use drugs, which is not a good thing. Some people use alcohol. You know, all of these things try to tap in how to get through these diagnoses. You know, but me with my ADHD, see, look, I don't drink, but occasions. I do drink on occasions. Let me not lie. But I don't smoke weed. I don't get high. I don't do any drugs. I don't even actually like fucking taking like pain pill. I don't even like taking Tylenol. I don't like nothing to make me tired or nothing because I'm ADHD. You know what I mean? Something that make me tired. I'll be sitting in the motherfucking chair like, what the fuck is? I don't like this. I don't. Because I am on the go. I drink coffee on top of my ADHD. Like this morning, I got up at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I'm hyped in a motherfucker. Everybody in the house is asleep. You know what I'm saying? Had a nice day yesterday. They're asleep. You know what I mean? Like, and trying to enjoy their sleep. And I wake up, I'm so hyped. I'm just like, I gotta do something. I got to fucking do something. I got to just go. So I just said, look, I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to take a walk because I want to listen to music. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. I left out at 7:30 a.m., but 7 a.m., I want to hear music, but I want it in my headsets, and I want to blast the music. I want to move. I want to dance. I want to go to the moon. All of this shit is just running through my mind. So I'm like, I got to go outside. I got to go to the store. I got to go get coffee from up here. I got to go, I got to walk. I got to move because that is my ADHD. Like even when I'm talking to y'all right now, the air conditioner's on, but I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating talking to y'all because this is my ADHD. Not only does my mind keep running, but my body just runs. And it gets to the point where it gets soaking wet. You know what I mean? But my whole point to this video, YouTube world, is that you are not alone when it comes to going through depression, anxiety. You know what I mean? We all go through some shit. It's just all about how you handle it, how you deal with it, and tap into what makes you feel good. What makes you feel good? Do you like watching TV? Do you like to paint? Are you an artist? Whatever that you feel that you're good at and that you like, that makes you happy, tap into that. And I guarantee you will feel better. Because you are not alone, okay? You are not alone. Know why? Because I am here with you, even though you're far away. I am here to stay. You understand? Why you think Michael Jackson said that? Rest in peace, MJ. But MJ even said, you are not alone. You know how much depression and anxiety and the way Michael grew up. All he knew as a kid, he was famous from like 4 years old. So he didn't get to live like a regular life or a normal life. That made him depressed. That made him go through anxiety. So he built the amusement park and all the things that he missed out as a kid. To fill that void, to feel better. That's why I said you got to tap into what makes you feel better, YouTube world. Because you are not alone in this world of anxiety, depression, and OCD. Motherfucker OCD, they just got to be clean and they got to just be fixing shit and doing shit. And I understand it though. Because like I said, I'm ADHD. I told my fiance, I said, baby, I did 5 YouTube videos back to back within 48 hours. You know what I mean? I said, I'm going to go take a nap. I'm not doing no more YouTube videos until next week. Look what happened. I'm back on this motherfucker doing video right now. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to help the people. I wanted to let y'all know that if you're suffering from any of these conditions, that you are not alone. You know what I mean? Because I was watching a show on TV, and there was a girl, and she was talking about being depressed and all these things. And I was like, wow, you know what I mean? She's not even, you just automatically think that, and that's so crazy that we'll think, oh, wow, well, she's a beautiful girl, or he's a handsome guy. What is he depressed about? Depression ain't about looks. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are. There's models out there. You know what I'm saying? Models. You look and be like, what the fuck? Oh my God, holy shit. And she's depressed out her mind. This is why there's women that are getting fake, getting these surgeries done. You know what I mean? Getting the fake tits, the fake ass, the, fake eyelashes, all of these things. I don't have nothing against that. None of that stuff. You know what I mean? If that's what makes you feel better. You know what I'm saying? But people are doing a lot of these things because they don't feel good within their self. And it stresses them out. And it makes them depressed, and it makes them have anxiety. When all in all, no matter who is getting these surgeries and all that stuff, God loves you. And I love you. You know what I'm saying? Because you are beautiful on the inside. And hopefully, you are beautiful on the outside. And I mean that like how you are as a person and how you treat one another. You know what I'm saying? So love yourself. And don't feel as though that you are by yourself. You understand me? Because you are not. We all go through shit. We all go through ups and downs. You know what I mean? But love yourself. And one last thing. If you are suffering from anxiety or depression, my advice to you, stay away from unhealthy relationships. Stay away from it. Because that ain't gonna do nothing but trigger your shit even more. You know what I mean? If you going through something and you with somebody that ain't for you, you know what I mean? And let's say you might feel like you want to lose weight, and the person is telling you all the time, well, you're fat and no one's going to ever love you and no one's ever going to like you. Or let's say that you're a singer and then you're with somebody and they're saying, hey, you can't sing, you sound like shit. Yeah, you ain't never gonna be shit. What makes you think that you're gonna be the next Rihanna? No, you're not. Like, if you got somebody that's putting you down on top of you putting yourself down instead of them bringing you up, then that's another thing. That's something that I've seen a lot of people go through stress and anxiety so much because they got the wrong person in their corner in their life. You know what I mean? YouTube world, I love y'all. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Check out my other videos on my channel. And you are not alone.